Sarah Jane? That's my baby.
You mean Sarah Jane Johnson?
Yes, ma'am. I'm Mrs. Johnson.
Never seen her.
Oh, Mama, stop acting. Stop trying to shift people around as if they were pawns on a stage.
White. White. White!
All the kids talking behind my back.
No,
Are you black?
no, I'm as white as you.
A hip-hop legend, I think I died in an accident, cause this must be heaven. I gotta testify, come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Gotta testify, come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Now let's take them high. Now let's take them high. I'm going on an aeroplane, and I don't know if I'll be back again. Sure enough, I sent the plane tickets, but when she came to kick it, things became different. Any girl I cheated on, sheets I skeeted on, couldn't keep it at home, thought I needed a knee along. I'm trying to right my wrongs, but it's funny them same wrongs help me write the song now. I gotta testify, come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky. You gon' touch the sky, baby girl. Testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky. Yes, yes, yes. Guess who's on third? Lupe still like Lupe in the third. Here like here till I'm bitter on the curb. Peach fuzz buzz, but bitter on the verge. Let's slow it down like river on the serve. Bottle shaped body like Mrs. Butterworth. On guard, a touche Lupe, cool as the unthawed. But I still feel possessed as a gun charge to come as correct as a porn star. And a fresh pair of steps and my best foreign car. So, I represent the first. Now let me end my verse right where the horns are like, I gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the 30 people already in here to discuss season 3 of From. Happy that you guys are here. If you are in here, remember to engage with us in this chat and remember to hit the like button, not only on my channel, but everybody's channel here as well. I'm definitely not going to waste any time. This first episode was, real interesting. I got a whole lot to say. I would love to know how you guys thought it went, because I don't know. We gonna see. Okay, with a slice of horror, how did you feel about the first episode of From?
I felt bad for Boyd, and I feel bad for Kenny. First of all, Kenny shouldn't have took his behind in the woods, messing around with so and so, because they figured out it was a dummy mission anyway, just wasting time. And I feel bad for Boyd be trying to be a hero, but this is one instance where it's hard to be a hero because they don't even really know what they're up against. You can't be a real hero because you don't know your opponent that well. We don't know the opponent well enough to be a hero. But Boyd is trying. He's trying.
He always trying. Like, I just feel like hasn't Kenny suffered enough? hasn't Kenny experienced enough loss? Like, who's to say anything about loss in this From space? But Lord, did we have to do that this episode?
Kenny got to be a villain.
Villain origin story or something, because y'all trying to ruin that man. Actually, with sweet perspective in the back, what did you think about the first episode of From?
Okay, so the first time we watched it, I was like, what are y'all doing? Give me an answer Fromville. I need answers. We need some damn resolution. What I don't need to see is damn Jim and Tabitha in two separate parts of the earth still both getting on my nerves and neglecting their children. It wasn't a bad premiere. I just want answers. I want answers, y'all.
Yeah, most definitely want answers, but I feel like with this show at this point, when we get answers, it's over. I think they running on the same, are the people that is behind lost behind from. I gotta look that up and see, because I feel like they trying to keep us lost and keep us from the from and keep us confused, because that's the plot of the show. When we figure out what's going on, and I think all is lost. So I think they're gonna hold out on that. Whenever we get the final season of From, then we'll know what's going on. Until then, we're gonna be all delusional together. I just want to peep this comment right here first. Thank you so much, Brie Lynn. I'm so happy I found a fabulous and funny Black woman reviewer. Interview with the Vampire brought me here. And now for From. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. I have definitely been peeping all of your new comments under our recaps for Interview with the Vampire, and we are happy that you are here, as well as everybody else in the chat, as well as somebody here before we even get started. Somebody got a member? Who's this? Who's this?
Me
Oh,
too.
okay.
One of your people came across to the dark side.
Look at that. Thank you so much, Swank Fan 100. You know I appreciate you, and I know Kay does too. Thank you so much. Hella appreciation. Y'all, let's get on into the show, chat, because we got a whole lot to talk about. Speaking of Tabitha, because we got to start with her. Tabitha is out, but is out really out? What exactly are we supposed to do now? We followed her immensely throughout this episode, and we got that mysterious boy in white, child. We got the mysterious boy in white. We're following him out in the world because we're opening up and we're in the hospital. But what exactly are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to say? We can't go up to anybody and say, "Yeah, I've been in the from, in the lost, in the forever, in the forest, couldn't leave." Purgatory. I don't know, but I know my family's there. I'm trying to get back. Border, I'm getting back to. It's insane to try to even explain it or get someone to understand. I feel like they would lock her up. We call our mom, because at this point, we've been gone for quite some time now. Let me just hear your voice. I can't say anything to you, because what exactly am I supposed to explain at this point? Because if I'm here, where are the children? Where's Jim? They still in the from, and I don't know how to get back there or where it's at. We have a little talk with God. We going to visit a priest. We do a whole lot. Ashley, what should she be doing, or did she do everything that she could in this moment? Don't do that.
Listen, Tabitha's so aggravating, even beat up, broken, looking out that window. She wants to scream it from the rooftops where she's been, and I get it. I just hate how she navigates every single situation like a weirdo. I really, really hate it. In the doctor's, in the room or whatever, the doctor comes in and she's so suspicious. Yes, I'm calling them people 5150. We found your body laying in a forest, ma'am. Oh, you did? And now I all of a sudden get dressed. I'm downstairs. I'm borrowing strangers' phones. I'm going to call my mother, but then I'm not even really going to talk to my mother, right? Because they have an APB out on me and I don't want police involvement. Why not? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen, Tabitha? Then outside of that, you have your little lunchbox. It took you forever and a day to actually look inside of the box. So you don't even know what you've been carrying from Strange Victor since Fromville. And now I'm just going to pop up and show people, I guess. I'm going to pop up at his daddy brother house because clearly to me, that's not his daddy. But, whatever. Tabitha, her presence just annoys me. I just hate that she's the one that got out. Because she doesn't know what to do with it. She doesn't know what to do with it. She doesn't, y'all.
There is the, language accent barrier happening there. But for anybody in the from that could have gotten out, for the boy in white to have chosen Tabitha, I don't know why, but if we could have got somebody a little bit more seasoned, like Tabitha's weird in the from. So we bring her out here into the outside world. We don't really have any tools. It's just, at this point, I feel like I would be trying to be on somebody's road, trying to get my ass back to the from, to go, hey, I took this loop, took this tree, took that tree, walked up that ladder. I was pushed out this window. We all finna take turns pushing each other out the window at this point, so we can all get out the damn from.
Getting free has to do Tyra with, I think, that selflessness of going to the tower trying to free the kids. I'm convinced that's how you get out. You have to selflessly go and want to save these children. But when she got there, she wasn't going to be able to save the children. The boy in white threw her out the window. He said, sorry, but I got to do.
So you think it's all surrounding the children? It can't just be any selfless act. It has to be around them children.
It's something related
gonna never get
specifically to
out.
that tower and the children, per Victor Mama.
We ain't gonna never get out. Kay, what were you? Did you feel like Tabitha moved correctly, or was she supposed to do something else here?
I don't know exactly what she could do to figure this thing out, but what I do know is that I wouldn't have done what she did.
What would you have
I
done?
think I would have tried a little harder than what she did, because what we're seeing is, although that might have been her pathway out, I don't know if y'all have seen The Maze Runner, but y'all know, like, every day the maze changes, the trees and stuff change. So the way that she got there is not going to be the same way going back and then trying to get back to where they were. It's not going to be the same thing. But I would have tried a little something more. She's just out there like, oh, I've gotten out and I don't know what to do. I'd have sat down and got real smart and sat down and did some planning, some plotting, figuring out. Y'all remember when Louis had came out of that gravel and he had to sat in the dust and he had his plans laid out on the floor. Like, when I go back out here, I'm gonna have a plan. She didn't have a plan. She was just wandering around.
I will say that, and I think it's the next slide we're going to get to, I didn't expect anything different from her at this point, because you can only verbalize so much without people thinking that you're crazy and trying to have you committed. So, but at a certain point, we're going to get to this slide. I was like, baby, I need you to come on. But I'm gonna get this $2 here, this super chat from Real Enigmas and Theories. You guys go and check out their channel, because baby, the way we was all out here breaking down the slithers of the changeling, and ain't none of that ain't none of that end up happening. Who do you all think should have gotten out? For my money, it should have been Boyd or Donna. The people who have been in the trenches, been there the longest, been there the most, who would be rationally thinking in this moment of everyone and kind of what to do. You have her out here, but I can't always feel like sorry for Tabitha, because you stay trying to go. Like, well, who told you to leave them kids? Who told you are your coach? This is your gym. I can't stand this family. Let me just put that out there on Front Street before we get into the show. I can't stand him, and I can't stand his family. But like, if anybody was going to get out, I think it needed to be Boyd or Donna. Like, at this point, Kay, who do you think should have gotten out?
Same. I'm with you, Boyd or Donna, because at least they're actually they're trying. And they're trying to keep people safe. They're trying to keep people from, falling over into a psychotic depression because of the circumstance. They're like, let's try to get life back to some kind of normalcy. Let's try to survive. Let's see our way out of here. You're right. This whole family be getting on my nerves ever since they kept circling around that same tree and they couldn't get out. They've been annoying since then.
I just hate that they're our center. Like, I hate that we were introduced to the from via the family. I don't like none. I used to tolerate the boy. I don't even like the boy no more. Ashley, who should have gotten out?
I forever love Ethan. Not too much. Not too much on baby Ethan. I love him. He's got some of the secrets that are going to help us get out of Fromville.
No, because we're going to get to it. Who told him no? You got one job in the front. When it's dark, we don't open the doors. You be there with your little talisman and you don't open the door. He know that. What you opening the door for, Ethan?
I mean,
No. Who should have gotten out?
Okay, I have 4 or 5 people that I would have rather get out before Tabitha got out. Boyd, of course, Donna, of course, even baby boy Ellis. Ellis got good sense. He would have got out there and done something properly. Kenny could have got out. Kenny knows enough about the from and to be a viable resource out in nature. I'm gonna put this one out there. This might be controversial, but I would have rather Jade got out than dadgum Tabitha. Yeah, well, even though he's cracking up and an alcoholic right now, I would have rather him get out.
I want the people to get out who I know for sure are going to try to come back and stay the rest of the village. I can't put that block on Jade's shoulder. I don't know if Jade would come back and try to get the post.
Jade would.
I don't know. I don't know.
Jade would let somebody know. He'd figure it out.
Kenny's most definitely coming back because he ain't leaving his mama there. Oh Lord, boy. Either person there, they have stock. And Donna, that's the real thug. That's the real live OG there. She going back for them folks. We'd have been in these trenches together for years at this point. Jade, I don't know. I think he'll get back and be like, he gonna have him a cigar, smoking a pancake, put his feet up in his executive business office and get back to business as usual. I don't know if he would come back.
Listen.
But this is where I was done with Tabitha. Because you know what? You want to go talk to the priest? Let me go. We can do that. Let me see if I can get some guidance there. See if there'll be some understanding on the priest part. Let me use phone to call my mom. I follow the boy in white who always leads us to nowhere. But when we got here, I needed her to really verbalize in the best way. It's just the broken sentences of it all. Maybe she's nervous. Maybe episode 2, she'll do a better job of breaking it down. But the way this man looked, the way he rolled up out the car, we get into this last result in these contact clues. I'm going to use his address. Hopefully a relative or somebody of Victor's still lives here after all this time. We go here and supposedly this is Victor's dad. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe Victor is just older in the face and this is actually his dad. He's just old in the face. That's all. But she looks so shifty. She does look like a vagrant. It's just not giving, listen to me. So I'm hoping that she stands 10 toes down, get, really informative with her words. And I don't need no broken, get it. We need this attention. Without this man, what exactly do we have? I think this is all she has to go on. Okay.
I if you was gonna go to the man's house again with no plan, what did you want to happen when you got there? Did you got to have a speech for him ready? Like, hey, this is what happened. I need you. I need you to listen because this is what I know. How can we get there? But the way she just showed up looking homeless, like she was fresh out of the mental hospital. You know what? She's lucky that he let her in the door. Because I'd have been like, no, ma'am. Well, we're not. You're not coming out here. That's not it. I wish she planned better.
Is he going to believe her, or is he going to push her back outside and say, "Get on away from here with that crazy stuff, crazy lady"? Is he going to believe her?
You know what? Instead of him believing her, my concern is she actually going to listen to this man? Because she don't even listen to her own husband and her own children. So, is she? If he got some intel, is she gonna listen to it?
I don't know. He just looks a little shifty. And if we're getting into, I do like the little reverse narrative of like if she gets out here in the real world and you get to telling people your family and this and that, who's gonna believe you? Matter of fact, you're not telling us everything, or you're likely to get arrested. But who's to say what was happening to this man when his family decided to disappear in the from? Somebody probably pointed the finger at him. It's just all.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, would she? Is this a trustworthy person in her mind?
Ashley, is he going to believe her? And did she handle herself properly approaching this man?
No. And Vic says she's in shock, and she is. And I'm trying to extend a little bit of grace to Tabitha, but I'm calling the people on her. if I'm Victor, daddy brother, and I know he's 20, okay, he can be 20 years older, but when we get to see them face to face, when we get to see them side by side, you're gonna look and be like, they might have took a little, a gap year and had another baby. I don't get it. Okay. I still think something's up with the time-space continuum in Fromville. But listen, I don't trust him. I don't trust her. He looks like he's an avid drinker. He looks like an alcoholic. He looks a bit problematic. I'm curious to know, outside of this portion, what was the relationship with his child, if Victor is really his son? What was the relationship? What was the dynamic between mom, Victor, and dad? Because something about him, something is rubbing me very much the wrong way. I think eventually, they'll get on the same page seemingly. But I don't quite trust him. I don't quite trust him. And Tabitha, girl, somebody said it in the comments better than I could. Use your words, sis. Use your words, string them together, and let's figure it out. Slow down.
I'm over here with Hector because I peeped this too, Hector. I won't be trying to get all off into flights of fancy with these shows because then that's how you get stuck, Hector. But they did make it a point to show that 13th floor on that hospital floor. Like, when you get into hospitals and hotels, motels, Holiday Inn, we don't do the 13th floor. But they made it a point to put the camera there to show that she was on the 13th floor. Could this all just be one big ass from?
I absolutely think that wherever she is connected to the Fromville.
It is. I think this is all connected. It has to be something has to connect it because there's no way that there's just civilization there, and then we roll around the corner of the block wrong, and then we're back in the from. Something is up. I just need them to give us a couple of breadcrumbs. Thank you so much, Hector. Thank you, Real Enigmas and Theories, for the $2. Victor / his dad looking like Ashtray his dad. Look, that's his dad. Okay, I'm hoping. Please don't do no space-time continuum stuff up in here. I don't. That's y'all putting too much on it. If we're getting into time and what's not. That's I'm just put it out.
It ain't nothing hasn't done at this point. They done touched on everything. They have every genre in one show. I
just don't want none of that. Let's just let it be what it is. Let it be current day, and let that be Victor's dad. And Victor just got some age on him because he'd been through some stuff. All right, I don't want to entertain them things. I absolutely don't. Thank you so much, Enigmas, for the $2. Oh, leaving this. Shout out to the 65 people here in this live. We most definitely appreciate that. Keep on running it up. Appreciate it. Maybe you aren't panicked enough, boy. Maybe you need to turn up. We have Father Country here. Is he a good or bad hallucination? Because when that old wife was rolling up, she didn't mean nobody no good. When that vision and the ballerina and all that was dancing around. But Father here keeps on showing up, adding his 2 cents, and boy's like, why are you here? Why am I seeing you? Matter of fact, when I saw the wife, she was on some other stuff. How do I know you weren't sent here to be deceptive? It's like, I don't know. It's just up to you, but I'm just saying, maybe you aren't panicked enough. Ashley, did Father come here with good graces? Or
no good. No. None of these apparitions are good. Him losing his mind slowly is not good. We know that from everything we've seen in the finale of season 2, their whole entire mission, once he said, you're not going to break me, that's now going to be their entire mission, is to crack his mind up. So any of these apparitions he sees are going to be problematic. Father Khatri was despicable in real life. In my mind, I hated Father Khatri's character. And so when I saw him, I don't care. I don't. He lived on a mountain of lies. He resided there. He sat on a throne of lies. He wore a crown of lies. Don't lie about Sarah, the freaky Jason killer. Let's not lie about her, Father Khatri. I'll never let it go.
But she knew something. He was trying to keep her. He was trying to get out. She might have been the key.
So you ain't shed no tear when Father Khatri got?
Nope, burn them up and throw away the pieces. What they say on Twilight, take off the head and burn up the rest, or burn up the pieces. Yeah, do that.
They had touched me as well as that bartender, because they didn't need to go.
The bartender hurt my feelings, but not Father Khatri.
What kind of timing is Father Khatri on in this Vision to Void?
I trust Father Khatri, but I'm not sure if I trust what Boyd has been going through lately, because Fromville is taking it. It's taking him through a lot at this point, and I don't know if it's him breaking. I don't know if it's the town trying to get into him, because Boyd done been in the tree, he done been outside, he done been in the cave, he done been through a lot here. And I don't know if that's just him. He done had been infested and all this kind of stuff. But if it's the real Father Khatri coming back, because we don't even know how things work in Fromville. Because if you die in Fromville, like, is there like a heaven or a hell? Like, where are you at? Where you going?
But what if they're already dead in Fromville?
They better not do that.
I'm just saying, what if it's all in someone's mind? What if, you know what I'm saying? What if it's in between?
Them JR, Dallas. Oh, it was a dream all alone. I was in the shower. Oh no, we were in a snow globe. No, don't do none of that. I swear I'll go off. Don't do that, Ashley.
They might be in. I heard that the theory that said they might be in the rapture.
Oh Lord, I really feel like I feel like the From feeds on when they down and out. I think it feeds on like the worst of them. Like, we need y'all downtrodden. As soon as they try to get a little hope, a little faith of, we're okay. I got all these talisman. We got crops coming in. As soon as they get anything, they snatch it back abruptly. They let all them little hopes get up and they snatch it back, as we see in this episode. I think if they're all content and things are okay, then the From is not thriving. And you see that with this episode, Charlie, they turn it up in the worst way, and they're plotting.
But that kind of sounds like purgatory, though.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh,
You
Lord,
can't be
please.
happy here. You can't be happy here.
They're plotting in this episode. Like we know the front people. You know, if you're not where you're supposed to be with your talisman and the door closed, they're gonna approach you and try to taunt you to open up, open the door, come out. We gonna rip you to shreds. We are plotting and planning stuff now. It's getting thick. I think they're trying to strip that away, but please don't be purgatory. Please be something great. I just would appreciate something with like some real true depth and be like, aha. I don't want this show to fall off and be like, what the hell? Like, this is what it was this entire time. And then we feel unsatisfied because chaos is coming. They're setting it up. The chaos is coming. The supplies are low. The soil is rotten. Everybody in there front, we already got that busload of people last season. We could barely feed the people that we had. We got mama up here, you know, she be trying to guard it. No, it's no, like, no. Can y'all pipe down? Don't come in here scavenging through nothing. We barely have anything. When Donna started losing hope, it's over. Okay. Donna is the rock. Donna is the rock. Check on your strong friends. The way Donna was moving in this episode and talking, like, what the hell are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? The food is low. Okay, we got that. The livestock, that's only gonna last us for so long, boy. Like, when the hell do we start to panic? I'm just between this and this individual up here that they want us to hate so much coming through, like, yeah, I'm finna get a goat. I'm finna get it's every man for himself at this point. I just feel like chaos is about to start. But in the midst of chaos starting, I need them to give my man a little space. All right? give him some space. Let boy rock. They stay down boy's throat like he's supposed to have all the answers and be the freaking messiah. I'm in the front with y'all. I'm figuring it out as I go along. Like, have I been closest to things and been all chained up and we had the little things, the entity crawling through him? He has experienced a whole lot, but I'm still just as human. I still got dropped here like y'all. Stop expecting me to know all the damn answers and be able to take care of everything. Kay, get off his back, Kay, please.
I feel the same way. I don't know why they be getting upset with him because they act like, first of all, he wasn't even the first one there. In fact, he is the one that when he got there, things started to actually run kind of smooth. It was in chaos. He the one found the talisman and tried to get some order up in there. Okay, he's the one who tried to help get some kind of order in there. But for some reason, when things go wrong, we got to point the fingers at somebody. Why don't y'all point them back at the things that are outside and the people that keep letting them get on the inside?
I want to know why we ain't putting nobody else not on duty. Why ain't nobody else on duty? Why ain't nobody else working at the Holy Moly Donut Shop? Why is it still us two trying to keep everything together? If it's not Boyd, then it's Donna. Like, all these people, like, a lot of them have been there and collectively, even that ball man who be getting on everybody's nerves. Y'all all have been here for quite some time. So there is a way to shift to where, like, shift some of that energy elsewhere to where we're working as a team. All of this is riding on Boyd's shoulders. If we don't eat, if we don't survive, if we don't make it, if we don't get out of the from, it's all on his, like, we ain't gonna never get out in that way. They need to work together and they're not. Ashley?
I mean, listen, what we can't deny is that Boyd is integral to Fromville. Whatever is going on in Fromville in some way is deeply connected to him, right? I think he's a pivotal factor, and I think we'll see that by the end of the season. His like official or true tie-in, because I don't think it's just him popping up here. I think there's more to Fromville in him. As far as everybody deferring to him, I mean, he's taking that role, right? When he's having his imaginary conversation, they're telling him, you know, you brought order to Fromville before. I think that's Donna saying it. You brought order here before you came here. It was in disarray. And so they lean on him. And I also kind of think that's part of the plot. I think whoever is running Fromville is laying this pressure at his feet. Because why am I having to stop Victor from using the blicky? Like, come on, Victor. Like, he's about to take out Aryan Nation. And I mean, I wasn't mad at it. Take him out if you got to, Victor, because don't let him play in your face. But I mean, Boyd is the peacemaker. And I think he is one of, if we're going to go based on the theme of sacrifice and, you know, what that looks like and how that helps you maybe to survive Fromville, he's paid like one of the ultimate sacrifices. Taking out his own wife is critical. There's got to be something tied to that in all of this. Tabitha, she sacrificed herself, right, to save some imaginary kids in the White Tower. I think there's Victor's mama. She ain't never came back. She must have got out. So sacrifice is deeply entrenched in this, I feel like.
That's what I'm saying. I would think if it was just based on sacrifice, hell, everybody, a little bit of everybody will be out of the front by now. Like everybody has gave up and sacrificed something. It can't all be based around them raggedy kids. Like they have not did a great job of tying in the kids and the when Jade and Tabitha went on their little escapades and journeys and we went all underground in the caves and the drawings. Like they have not really tied that in enough for me to feel like, oh, it's them kids. We got to free the kids. They better make some shake this season. I swear I'm tired. Thank you so much, Trent King, for the $5. Yeah. Ethan Friend in the white shorts is there, so it's definitely from adjacent. You would definitely think so, but then it would be like, well, if you're in the from, do you just always see things that you saw? Like, Lord, they better fix it. Fix this, Leonard. I'm tired of it. Thank you so much, Trent. A Night of Horror. Y'all go check out Nikki's channel. Why Jim didn't ask Victor where he took his wife. Don't come in here bringing up Jim.
Jim
don't come here because Jim is irrational. Jim is very reactionary and it's just instant. I have to go find. You don't have to do nothing but stay here and protect these children. Like, who's gonna be looking out for the children if y'all all looking like? And then I'm tired of people out here acting like the from is just a walk in the park. Take your ass out there if you want to. Like, I'm just not. I'm very over that. We are way beyond us just going on, like putting on our backpacks and frolicking through the woods. No, I feel like it's gonna be not too long to where them talismans ain't gonna mean a goddamn thing. And people just go, it's just gonna be chaos. It's gonna be chaos. Jim and his annoying offspring. Now look at here. I'm so sick of this. First of all, Ethan could have got out of my face trying to sneak away with his little backpack on to go find his mama. Pissed me off because get in the house. The daughter, her and all her teen angst, I've been over her since we first got there, and she decided to go live up on the hill. Because what you running? Get out of my face. She stay mad. I'm over it, but I can understand. You going out there to find mom for what? Leaving us here. Protect us, Dad. Where you going? But still, get out of my face. We need to find mom, and Kenny ominously just has to go with him. Now, I knew something was up. Soon as Kenny uttered, I just have to go with him, boy. Like, I know what it's like to lose a parent. I'm not going to let the both of them lose a parent. I was like, please, Kenny, please, not right now. Not right now. If Jim want to go out there and be stupid like he's always doing, this is the same Jim who was talking to the from on the phone and trying to act like it was going to connect him to somebody with AT&T. Jim, get your ass out of here. Like, Jim annoys the hell out of me. I wanted Jim to die when that house collapsed so bad, and he just kept coming back like a New York City roach. Pissed me off. But Ashley, how did you feel about Jim and Kenny linking up to go out into the front to go find clues to maybe find like the from changes, the forest changes, switch around, but you think we just gonna go out there and just find your wife? All right, go ahead.
Jim, this is all. Jim is so fake and phony to me. When I went back, because I rewatched the first 2 seasons because I just had to make it clear in my mind, and he raised such a fuss about Victor being around Ethan when they were uncovering clues. They're counting the distance, how far the trees moved on some completely innocent, innocuous stuff, right? And I just love my family so much. You love them so much, you leave them alone in a monster-ridden town. Like, guy, I don't believe anything that comes out of your mouth. Yet again, we're abandoning our children. And as far as Kenny giving his whole speech, like, oh, I just feel so bad for them. What if they've lost a parent? I know what that feels like. Sir, you're about to lose all of your parents. You're not going to have anyone left. It was just so foreboding in that moment. Sir, stop it. And again, remember what he said? Oh, after his dad passed, I can't take this. I can't do this anymore. I can't see one more body. So now what's going to happen, Kenny? He's going to have a complete meltdown. Jim is useless, but he's fine. Now let's give credit where credit is due. Because Jim is a good-looking man. Listen, Jim is a good-looking man.
That has nothing to do with anything.
So I just had to put it in there. We're gonna give credit where credit is due. Okay, he looks good, but he's just as dumb as a box of rocks. I feel like, and he don't care about them kids.
No, for the people in the comments, I understand you guys have the right to love who you love. Like Jim doesn't listen. Jim needs a brink truck before he sees the forest for the trees. Like, he's been there long enough and have seen enough to not be ignoring things when Boyd or Donna decides to tell him something. He stays doing what he wants to do, and he drags somebody else into it, and then they suffer, yet and still none of his family members ever die. Okay.
Just like the barkeep, right? The barkeep died in the collapse just because yeah, we know. We saw it.
Okay.
Jim is that trope of the useless husband, because it's taken it first of all, it took him way too long to understand that we're not dealing with like real stuff. We're dealing with like some supernatural and paranormal stuff. He want to think logically in a place that's not built on logic. They have everything tossed at them. This is horror, thriller, fantasy, sci-fi, time travel, comedy, romantic, thriller, dramedy, and they got everything is in here. Action, and he's still like, I mean, we just got to find a phone so we can call somebody, get out of here. I know we're gonna find the road. And Jim, I don't even know why he's still. Jim is the one that's gonna die right before he figures out that it's a bunch of mess here that he didn't want to believe. He's gonna have to see. He's gonna have to see some things that Boyd has seen for him to actually start to act like he got some sense.
Okay, you know what they're gonna do to us? They're gonna have Jim and all his offspring make it out. They're gonna make it out. Ain't none of them gonna die. And this gonna piss me off. That he ain't gonna die.
Julie or him or Tabitha could go. Any three of them. Just keep baby Ethan alive. I don't care. I want one of them got to go, Tyra. One got to go.
About time. It's about time. It's about time. Thank you so much, TV Theories, for the 1999. I'm over Jim. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Absolutely over Jim. Most definitely appreciate that. Y'all are being real active in this chat. Let me show y'all some love, because what's good? Not I'm over Jim. That was the message I always wanted to see. That's the sweetest thing I've heard all day. That's the best thing I've heard all day. Y'all, 80 people in this live situation. Be sure to hit that like button so we can get 80 more people in here. We would absolutely love that. And we will definitely be right back. Death to Jim.
I gotta find peace of mind. I know now I have to face. I gotta find peace of mind. Please don't let me disgrace. He says it's impossible. The temptations of my past, but I know it's possible. Will my devotion last? He says there's no me without him. Please help me forget about him. He takes all my energy, trapped in my memory, constantly holding me, constantly holding me.
Y'all, I would love for somebody to roll up on Victor, because y'all be putting a lot of stock in Victor. Like, why didn't they just go to Victor? And Victor could have just took them to that. When has Victor chronologically did anything he was supposed to do? Victor, who'll be making me mad too, Victor's been through a lot. So unless he feels a connection like he did at that moment with Tabitha, or like he does with Ethan, he's not doing nothing. They could have went to Victor, say, hey, Victor, where's Tabitha? Where did you take her? Oh my God, no, just, then he got a blicky. No. Victor does, what he wants, when he wants, how often he wants to. Like, Victor's was already a recluse. I'm checking dates and time, checking mileage on these trees, checking the temperature to see what season it is, because things ain't right here. Things are switching around. Like, Victor be in his own universe. So it takes a whole lot to just ask Victor something and he does exactly what you asked him for. Baby, he don't do that. What show y'all been watching? Victor don't do that. But Fatima ain't got time. Fatima is having a baby. It's a baby. Let the Twilight transformation.
No, is it? Is it?
Let the Bella transformation begin. Y'all know that last little portion of Twilight where Bella was pregnant and that baby was sucking the life out of her. That's what's going on here. They're not even being subtle about it. She's sick. What's coming out of her does not look like your average morning sickness. You don't look like this after morning sickness. The eyes are getting dark. She in the bathroom. First of all, don't be beating on this door acting like this is the only bathroom in this house, ma'am. There has to be somewhere else that you could have went and peed. Go outside. It wasn't even that deep. Anyway, I want her to say something. I think we've been through too much and experienced too much for her not to say something, at least to Ellis. Like, something is unnatural. I wish she would have listened to herself and to her body when she stated, like, I'm not supposed to have any children. All of a sudden in the from, I'm pregnant with a child. This has to be unnatural. I feel like we should alley-oop that baby then, or whatever that is. I don't think it's a baby in there. If there is a baby in there, it's a part of the from, because the from made this happen. She need to get rid of that. Ashley?
Yeah, it's a troll, it's a goblin, it's a urchin, it's gonna be something, an octopus maybe. It's gonna be something wild style. And I hope we get to see the birth because I'm just kind of, I want to see. But yeah, Fatima is lost and turned out at this point. I don't even want to know I think it's just going to get disgusting. I think this pregnancy is going to be gross and disgusting. And she is going to love this baby very similarly to how Bella loved Renesmee. No, this is my baby. It could literally be unaliving her because she looks half dead right now. And she's going to be like, no, Ellis, this is our baby. And Boyd's going to come and he's going to say, look, we got to get rid of it. This isn't healthy. Somebody's going to catch on to the tomfoolery surrounding this pregnancy, and she's not going to want to listen. It'll probably result in bloodshed. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what your options are. I haven't heard of anybody else having a baby in Fromville, so maybe they don't know of any herbs. Maybe, again, I think this is all by the people who are running from that made this thing happen, because all the smecks that they have in that community works house unprotected and nobody else has gotten preggers. This is something, and it's Boyd's grandchild. This is going to be something different. So it's got to happen. It's got to happen, Tyra.
I don't got no time for Ellis or Boyd to try to imprint on little baby monster Renesmee. Get that thing out of here. Okay?
Let me tell you something. If this turned into the Tommy Knockers, the sequel, the series, I'm gonna be so upset. If it's a little gray man somewhere controlling things and implanting little alien babies in people, I'm gonna be so done with this show. I'm gonna be so done, and I'm gonna tag Harold Perrineau and let him know how done I am with this show. Because what we're not gonna do is start putting little parasite babies everywhere like this, because that's not normal. That ain't normal. What's going on here? That is a creature that is in there. She is not pregnant. She's infested with a parasite. That ain't exactly.
And we know the things
that's an infestation.
We know what the things in the from eat. My question is, what is she going to eat, and when is she going to eat it? Because it's coming.
It's a leech in there.
The from eats people. Because that's why she's throwing it up. That's why she looked like that, because she's still eating food. It don't like that. That demon seed wants some person.
I'm telling you, it better not be no little gray man somewhere controlling everything.
So this little shop of horrors in there.
That little shop of horrors. Miss she won't. Maybe it's gonna get real grotesque around here. Thank you so much, Trent King, for the $5. Ethan should go. Go first and go quick. The way he won't have to see his friends. That way he won't have to see his friends die. Child, they tried it. Trent, they tried to
Ethan.
No, they tried to make me feel for Ethan this episode, tried to connect with him because his little innocence being lost. Baby, that innocence should have been lost. Ethan still, at this point, think they on a long vacation. I need you to grow up, baby. You saw them things in the front. You have seen things happen. I don't got time to play with you, Ethan, and opening doors. Sit down. Sit down. Thank you so much, Trent, for the $5. Girl, the way Ethan be getting on my whole nerves. Oh, Lord.
Leave the baby alone. Leave the baby.
You know how I am with kids and shows. We already did this with Ryan. We already did this with Ryan. I see somebody say Fatima needs to get on that bus with Ryan. Child, he ain't let nobody on that bus. Jay's
Superstar.
We got some more? Child, let me go see. You know, sometimes it be janky over here. Oh, let me go right here. Oh, thank you so much, Trent, for the $2. Put her in that baby on the bus with Ryan.
Put her on there with Aryan Nation. That sounds good to me.
Child, Ryan,
the great value Captain America.
First of all, Ryan ain't letting nobody on that bus. What are you bringing to my bus? What you bringing to this table? All you bringing is that little fetus or whatever that is. You can't get on the bus. It's very Steve J. You ain't getting on this bus. You ain't bringing them to the bus. Thank you so much, Trent. Yeah, Jade is losing it. Give my baby a clue. Give Jade something. He been working hard. He already have the sneak visions that be sneaking up on him, scaring the mess out of him. we're losing our sanity at this point and getting wrapped up. It looked real. He trying to connect that red string. Okay, I was here, and then the from. They haven't really gave him much of anything to connect anything with, so he's slowly starting to lose it because he's so deep into it. Ashley, do you feel like Jade would give some real revelations and some answers for his bidding this season?
I do. I think that, okay, so here's the thing. I think Jade is a genius. I really, really do. And you know that when people crack up in Fromville, they do get closer to the truth. Seemingly, right? Even as how much as I hated Sarah, right? The more she cracked up, the greater insight she got. So I think between just his super analytical, trying to figure everything out brain and this level of psychosis that he's currently in, we're going to get some truth. He's going to go out with a bang this season. I think he'll be taken out, but I think he will unearth some truths before he goes.
Oh, actually, they said his name Randall. We be calling him Aryan Nation, y'all, because he looked like he part of the Aryan Brotherhood.
He does.
But all right, Randall.
Y'all know he looked like a bootleg Chris Evans too.
I just see Aryan Nation, but yeah.
Hey, is Jade gonna get some answers this season? And is it gonna mean anything? It better be something freaking epic. It better be.
Boy, the de-evolution of Jade, because Jade was a pretty boy when he came in here. Jade wasn't coming in there for no foolishness. He was just like, let me go. I'm trying to go home. I don't want to be here. This town is dusty. Y'all act weird and funny. I don't want to be around these town folk here. I'm just trying to get on the next train smoking. And now look at him. He looked like he done been through some things at this point.
Good. Okay, he still look good. It's giving mountain man. It's giving, Castaway, but make it fine.
It's giving deep in the trenches of the wilderness. Like he looked like he's going through some. I want answers for him because once he had to come to the realization of where he was because he was in denial.
This was the game.
Yes. Once he got off of denial, he has been putting all his energy into finding a way out of this thing. He's just like, this is not my fate. This is not my home. I'm not going to be here. But it's taking him down through there.
Yep, he did. Jay said this was all one big escape room. Are you going to give me my next key? Is this what this was going on here? Until he saw his friend's body. This was a fun situation. Now we have a good time. This is a labyrinth. Look at y'all acting like y'all trapped here. Victor is packing. Victor is packing. Will he unravel completely or become useful again? Victor makes me mad because I feel like Victor got the keys to the kingdom and I think he's sitting on them. I feel like every time Victor opens up his mouth and he really says something, just like, way back when with them coloring pages, because I can understand that people were dismissing him because, it's the village idiot, the town, whatever, why we believe, no, Victor has been there longer than anybody. Victor knows some stuff. I just need him to just share with the folks. Share with the class, Victor. Kay, do you think Victor is going to further unravel? Because at this point, he's losing it because he's been in the front for so long and he's seeing all of these unnatural changes. Like if this is changing and things are moving and it's fall and it's getting cold and this, that, and the third, these things have never happened here. That means something epic is going to happen. Just like, way back when he knew how many holes to dig in that ground. Victor be knowing stuff. Kay, what's going to happen to Victor?
If he don't start to settle down, they're going to take him down. Okay. I know Victor knows stuff, but the way Victor moved people, it don't sit well with people. Victor is not easily digestible. Okay, they think he's a little creepy and weird. The only person who actually listens to Victor is Ethan, and Ethan has been out of danger, unlike some people. But sometimes it's only so much you can take from these people in here, and at this point, Victor is cracking a little bit too. Okay, because see, the closer y'all keep pushing towards what's going on here, it's triggering. Victor's triggered. He's been there long. He's like, look, the seasons ain't changed. And every time the seasons change, something happened. Now he's getting triggered. He's got PTSD from being in that place. He's like, I'm trying to let y'all know all hell is about to break loose. Y'all not listening to me. Even though I talk in riddles, y'all need to sit here like Ethan and understand the riddles. What I'm trying to tell y'all is it's about to go down. and
We
y'all not
we
listening.
we ain't gotta listen. Just take us all to that tree, Victor. That's all I'm saying. Give me a chance to get pushed out the window. If I don't get blessed to get pushed, that's fine. Just give me the opportunity to walk through the tree, Victor.
Well, if
Ashley,
his little white friend, if his little friend in the white don't come and tell him what to do, Victor ain't about to do that.
oh, Ashley.
Nah, Victor said it's on a need to know basis. I stand Victor. Victor is one of my favorite characters on the show, period. I like him with the blicky. I like he's not taking that ish. And somebody got to raise that child because his parents are not. Listen, Victor is the only advocate that Ethan got out here in these streets. We need to keep him alive. We need to keep him strong, but he is definitely cracking up because he's the only one who was kind of accustomed to a pattern. Like when all these people came, he said, oh, this is different. He says, oh yeah, you guys came. So let me go ahead and dig these holes. Make them 6 feet deep because, you know, we're going to be losing some more people. But I think the pattern is unraveling for him. I think by mid-season, he'll have a handle on it. I think he's been through too much for us to let him go now. And Ethan needs a papa. So, I mean, yeah, I stand Victor.
We shall see. Thank you once again, TV Theories, for the 1999 new subscriber, Little Ethan. Love Little Ethan. I'm gonna let you have that, TV Theories. You know somebody gotta love Ethan because Ethan gonna get somebody capped out. I'm tired of people dying and being disposable because of Jim and his family. That's what I'm tired of. But thank you so much for the 1999. Definitely appreciate that. And welcome to the channel. Hope you love it here just as much as we do, because we here every day. Damn near every day. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love Victor too. I couldn't stand those moments where they were looking at Victor sideways, thinking that he was, you know, being predatory towards Ethan. That I thought that was despicable. Like it's you know, he's been through a lot, but I'm just like, just give us a little bit, Ethan. Just get Ethan. Give us a little bit, Victor. Give us just, you know, just a little bit. Like you got to be a chosen one to get a little information.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I feel like he's sitting on the keys. He's sitting on the keys to the door. Okay. He know where them keys at to get out of here, and he ain't telling nobody. It's okay. But you can pack. You better protect yourself because they be trying to roll up on Victor thinking that he won't handle business. No, I'm packing. Try me if you want to. Chris Evans. Okay, why don't we trust this old lady Tilly? Why don't we trust old lady Tilly? Now look at here. These are, you know, our latest folks who got off of that bus. This old lady here, it just gives deception. She haven't, you know, technically done anything, but from the moment that she got off the bus and she was just comfortable and happy to be there, I do understand that she has an illness, and it's just like I was on my way out anyway. This was, you know, a swan song farewell trip anyway on this bus. This is just, you know, my last stop until I exit this world. But it's something about this lady and the way that she moves, the way that she engages with others. It just gives I'm up to something, and there's something in my sweater pocket. I don't know what's in there, but something's off. And then we have Elgin here. Child, they need to flesh him out a little bit more too, because they be trying to just throw him in there. The show is suffering, in my opinion, from those first 2 seasons, because we do have so many characters now to try to interject and give a storyline to. So we got to do something with Elgin and make it tie in with everybody else. We keep seeing this, I'm gonna call it a lady in the water, but she is, you know, kind of grasping. It's not like grr. It's just kind of like, it looks like help me to me. I'm not sure. But Kay, how do you feel about this old lady? Do you trust her? If not, why don't you trust her? And what's up with this lady in the water in Elgin's visions?
This lady here is the ops. Okay, we got to have somebody on the ground. Somebody got to be there to report back. She's not doing a good job being the ops. This lady is the ops. Mm-hmm. I don't know who that lady in the water is, but you know what I'm hearing. This might be wild out here. That lady in the water might be a Fatima that's out there. And you know, I don't trust a young man over here either. I think he done been there before.
You know, he did have his little situation on the bus. You think this lady in the water is Fatima?
It might be.
Yeah. Kay said that, didn't she? Ashley, do you trust this lady? Old lady.
No, we don't trust her nor those Coke bottle glasses. She looks like the neighbor in Crooklyn that had the dirty apartment that lived under them. You know, that's literally the same face, pretty much almost the same haircut.
to be
Yep.
loved
Be
by
loved by
anyone.
anyone. Um, definitely. That's what she's always at the right place at the right time. So the something is very suspect. Like you just happen to have the dope when they need it. You just happen to be here to listen to everybody's thoughts and fears, worries, and concerns. She's definitely the ops. She definitely works for whoever is running this whole situation. And she's there to sow discord or the monsters, just like in Game of Thrones with the White Walkers, there's different tiers. She could be a monster, but one that's more fully realized. She's up to no good, and Elgin and his narcolepsy can go somewhere else. I'm so annoyed by his character because I know he's just gonna fall asleep and have vision of the woman in the kimono. Like, what's going on here? And he's not interesting. It's dry. He's very dry, and I don't care. They need to make us care about him, his story, where he came from, who this woman is. She tied to his past? Give us a vision of some woman in his life, somebody in his life from before. But yeah, I don't care about Elgin and his narcolepsy at this point.
We don't know nothing about Elgin except he had a grandmother. They like to sew together, and he was sewing stuff. That's it. Beyond how we met him on that bus. But he said he had, visions of he's connected, like we just said earlier, from clearly spans further than these neck of the woods, and they're a part of this is all big one big situation. But Kay, if y'all see this lady in the water turn into Fatima, Kay Bly said it first. Kay said it first because she is grasping out for help. It's not giving what those other entities giving the from or what we see in these visions. But yeah, she's conveniently there. And you're right. I ain't trusted that lady since she got there. And she conveniently had medicine in her pocket for a little baby to go over there and relapse. I don't trust her either. Little druggie. I don't trust her either. Absolutely not. No. Now, how long? I was gonna say that this was completely useless. We do end up here while we're looking for what Boy described, not even getting an inch closer to it. Because why? Really, Jim? That's what we thought we were going to go out here and do? And Kenny want to go out here with you like a fool. Whatever. We do roll up on these old, decrepit cabins, this kind of little village, and it looks like it's been there for quite some time. And we also have these Skeletor little remains, little things here. It just seems like that this was also another space in the from. I don't know if these are anything like talisman or what these things are supposed to represent, but it does feel like a barrier. Actually, how long do you think people have been coming to the from? Because those cabins are pretty damn old. And was this
and this was this a waste of time? No, because we found that we did find the Cabbage Patch, right? We found something there, right? But the shrunken heads are really throwing me off. I didn't like that. It gives very scary. But I think we talked about this offline before. Yeah, seemingly the from extends further, right? There's different boundaries to it, but these look like huts or settlements from way, way before. So maybe Fromville has been going on for centuries, possibly, right? And just kind of phasing out and opening up new portals, if that's what we're going to call it. But no, I don't think this journey is a waste of time. I think something good will come from it. But of course, it's just always so scary. Like, and Jim, what made, again, you guys go on a quest in the woods without a map. Like, where are you going? We're just going to go walk, knowing the from can change, and you can end up walking for miles and end up right back in the same place. I don't know what they thought they would accomplish by roaming, without a plan, really. I don't know.
I hope this little pilgrimage produces something. But what made me mad and say that this was a waste of time, and Jim's getting on my nerves because he waits until we've done all of this. We get in the actual cabin, hang the talisman, sit down. It's like, oh, I did leave my children unattended and we're not any closer or even seen anything that Boy described. Maybe I just should have... Jim, please.
Damn it, Jim.
Girl, Kay, what's up with this? Because we know that the from goes, pretty damn far. Even when we go on that little situation with Boy way back when, and we seen people chained up and different, people, even the people in the from, the way that they're dressed, a lot of them look like they're from, different times over, decades and generations of past. No two people in that from looks the same. But How long do you think the From has been here? And do you think that this little pilgrimage was a waste of time? Just for us to break Kenny's heart?
Y'all going out there like y'all know exactly what y'all doing. I don't see a good plan at going there. This another dummy mission. This is a waste of time. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know where you're going. You don't know what you're looking for. You don't know a plan if you got to what you was doing anyway. Because say you found Tabitha and you ended up where she was, then so we'd have left the kids behind. This plan was not going to work anyway, any shape, form that they tried to make it. And Kenny, why is you taking your behind out there? Because what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Neither one of you actually knows what's out there. And you know, every time somebody goes out there, either they're not making it back or they come back and they don't have any more answers than what they had when they got there. You going out there and everybody come back. You come back more confused than when you left.
What just pisses me off is with everybody dying and dropping left and right, even when it comes to Kenny, it's not going to be a day where I'm not ending off the night in the same house as my mother, making sure that door's locked, making sure that talisman is in place, making sure things are where they need to be. Whatever we don't get complete in the day, we just ain't getting complete. Like, that's just it. I'm in the house before the streetlights come on in the front. I'm not playing out here with these folks. Like, even with Jim, like, even with losing, like, you're not even thinking that what if I go out here and I get, taken into the front and then my children are left with what? Then you leave that oldest one who she always leaving Ethan alone. A little irresponsible stuff. You leave her, with the responsibility to just be behind here, lost in the front. Are we even thinking about anything? Like, he was supposed to stay there with the kids.
I think that place done been there since slavery days.
You're always gonna find a way, Kay. And she.
They saying the tower dates back to like the 1500s. That's what From Downtown 296 said.
No, it definitely does, but I just want to know how it rolls over. Like, how do we keep getting? I want some answers, and I know we're not gonna get them. I gotta find some love to show y'all. It's 100 people in the live. It's 100 people, not on our first rodeo. We absolutely love. We love to see that. What? Y'all cute. Let me show some love to y'all and thank my members real quick. Like, y'all are everything. Shout out to the 100 people here in this live. We definitely appreciate that. Thank you.
Is that a members only church?
It shows how when we come together, we can really do things.
We're a family that loves you on the inside. So we need you to stand forward and be a part of that family.
So we'll see you tomorrow.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
Is that a members only church?
It shows how when we come together, we can really do things.
We're a family that loves you on the inside.
Thank you to all the new members. Once again, I'm updating that as I go. We appreciate everybody in here in this chat and appreciate you guys just for showing up and supporting us as much as you do. We don't appreciate this though. We don't appreciate this. I did not appreciate this because I felt like the From was better than what we got at the end of this episode. We're risking it all for livestock. Now, let me say this. We did set it up. Let us all know food is low. Supplies are low. We are counting on this livestock to survive, into the next couple of months or whatever until we figure everything out. Cool. But there is no way in hell, myself as Boyd, knowing what I know, that I'm going to fall for this. Clearly, they were let out. The trap was set. And we go, oh, not the cat. I got to go. I have to. Whatever we don't get done before them street lights come on, it's not going to get done. Not only do we go out, but, Jay goes out with us. In turn, Kenny's mom, like everybody's just out there trying to herd this cattle and any other animals that got loose, bringing them in the house. Like, this just was not smart. With the damn people in the front, it would have took a whole lot more than this just to get me to step outside. Even if let's just say they wanted to draw them out and they weren't coming out and we were going to just, I don't know, start slaughtering the animals. Fine. Freeze it up, cook them up, put them in the stock, put them in the storage. We got food. We were going to slaughter them anyway. Like, Actually, why do we have to go out here for the livestock? Why? Please,
For
please.
the drama of it all. We needed some excitement to end off the first episode. That's why they did that. Because I don't know why have I listen. It made absolutely no sense in the world, especially for the people. We know what happens at night. We know the freaks come out at night and they don't run, they walk, because Harold said they don't have to run because they know they're going to get you every single time. So it's like you're out here, you know what's going to happen. And then not only did they go outside and take the longest route to get the animals secured rather than just bringing them on in the house, bring them in the house if it's that deep, bring them in the house that's right here before these things pop out. Things pop out and now we want to run. You know what I mean? We're going cross town, and it was strictly for the shock value. You have it up here. It was all for the height of it all, and we knew we had to lose somebody this first episode. Like we knew because we had to. Because we had to.
Why? Not why lose someone. Why the mom? Why the chef been holding it down, making a way out of nothing? For all the people here, anybody that we needed to lose in this show for shock value, it should not have been Kenny's mom. Like,
well, here's a question. Why did Boyd allow it? Like, let me run you back in the house because if Kenny loses you, it'll be over. So you didn't have the foresight to do that. Anything in get the Brotherhood to come and snatch her up and put her on the bus. Do something. She doesn't have a choice because your son's not going to come back and be mad at me about it. It was just crazy.
Moving slow.
Yeah,
you think you got time to herd cattle in the From at night? Are you out of your damn mind? Like,
baby, Ethan outside too.
Hey, just to push it. Just to
Ethan outside too. The women and the children, they didn't give a damn. Everybody's outside.
Oh, that made me this made me so. I just thought there was a smarter way to get them outside and also have us lose a character. Kay, were you here for the livestock saving or the shock? Did you feel like this was shock value at all? Did you feel like this was the natural progression of From and this is how this should have went down?
I'm here for the creatures in From, because I mean we got to step it up. They're like, y'all are getting too smart. We got to switch it up. Somebody got to starve because what y'all gonna do when ain't no more food? Because ain't no grocery stores around here. You know, ain't no livestock out here. So I mean, if ain't no food, y'all gonna have to start turning on each other. Let's see how long it takes for y'all to do that. Let's go ahead and let these cattle out of here. Do what needs to be done now. When they did that, boy, this is not the time to be a hero. Stay inside. He should have known this was a trick. It was a trick. Whatever meat was left from the cows, when the day break hits, then you go save whatever's left. After that, you know, do what you got to do after that. Put some salt on it and put it in the freezer. Why are we going out in the middle of the night to play a hero? And then everybody else is like, oh, it must be safe enough to go out there. No, stick to they had a strict rules when the show started. It's a certain time. We don't go out here. He was ringing that bell.
Mm-hmm.
Get in your house.
In the house.
Ain't nobody going outside. Mm-mm. And then now all of a sudden it's all going down. Oh, well, it's one exception to go outside here. Then it's another exception. We go outside here. Then another time, well, it's okay. We can go outside here. Y'all need to get things back in order because these creatures is like y'all just running around like chickens with their heads cut off. And since y'all ain't got no order, we're going to exploit that.
They could. Oh, Ethan down there with his sister. She couldn't use no elbow grease to close that door a little quicker. Just Ethan opening the door. Ethan opened the door because he saw Kenny's mother outside. Like, we're all outside. Is it a game? Y'all know damn well y'all not supposed to go outside. Like everybody just had one job. The number of people we had outside and how long they were out there, I feel like this was bad writing, and I thought this was poor execution just to get to where we needed to get to. Like, there just could have been something else wrote down. The cows didn't do it for me. The stock and the livestock did not do it for me for what was at stake. Like, hell no. Absolutely not. Y'all drop down in them comments. That's the question.
That's not enough for me to go outside.
That's the question of the day. I want y'all to drop down in the comments after this live is over and comment whether or not it was a smart decision to go out here for this livestock. Because I don't feel like it was. I absolutely don't feel like it was. But baby, it wasn't because they want to redeem these people, okay? we have, Ethan open that door, and Miss Mama gets in that house real quick. We run out, and who comes to save us? Was it Sarah? She rolls up to save us because she's still here. She's still alive. We had to let go of, Kenny Mama.
The gang's all here.
Gang's all here. She snatches them up, and he brings them into the bus, to the back of the bus, lets them on, and saves the kids. Hey, do these characters need to be redeemed? Can anything redeem Miss Sarah here for what she did, or should she still go to the hot place, as Ashley would say?
I mean, she be listening to the voices in her head sometimes. I mean, is it really her fault all the time? Like, is it really her fault? I'm just.
What was Sarah doing outside? She was just out there.
We don't have a lot of explanation of why she does the things that she does. I'm just gonna chalk it up to she hears voices. Now, sometimes they tell her to do good things, sometimes they tell her to do bad things. Y'all got to use your discernment at that point in time. But sometimes some of the voices be correct. Not all the time, but I think we need to keep her around because sometimes the voices tell us things that we need to know. So I'm gonna keep Sarah around because, again, there's something in her that can help us get out of here.
Yeah, and I want that, Kate. I want Sarah being an intricate tool to the point of Father Cautry and Boyd keeping her alive and that whole situation. I want that to come back around full circle, and for her to also be useful in that connection that she has out there to the woods and the from. Ashley, can Sarah be redeemed? And were you happy?
Hell no, she can never be redeemed. There's no redemption for her. She can be a sacrificial lamb at some point and give her life to free the people. That way I'll forgive her. But heck, I don't trust her as far as I can throw her. Last season, she was trying to cut that baby's throat. No. She, like I said, she can be the sacrificial lamb, and you have a ton of supers. Ma'am.
Yeah, I'm getting in here. I'm about to go over here and we'll read them now. They trying to roll up on me like Sarah in the front. You get on over here. Thank you so much, Sherman, for the $2. I think those totems are poisoning the soil. It's something like I don't even think it takes all of that. I think the people in the from just put a finger in the ground and stuff just happens at this point. Y'all think y'all had some food? You don't. You thought you had some stock. You don't. They're just trying to take things away. They're trying to create chaos. I don't know. They're just trying to create despair. I think they feed on that, but they definitely did something to that soil. Please don't touch them totems. That's the only thing keeping us alive at this point. Thank you from downtown 296 for the $5. In Jay's defense, he had to leave the station because Boyd snatched the talisman on the way out the door. The way a talisman would be forever around my neck like a dookie rope chain. It ain't gonna be a moment where you can snatch anything. The talisman comes with me. The name stays home. The name got my daddy blood on it. I'm wearing a talisman around my throat for safekeeping. Thank you so much from downtown. Trent with the $5. I mean, where was Alma and friends gonna go? Were they afraid the livestock was gonna leave the front? I don't know, Trent. That the people want to know. The class wants to know why we had to go out there. Next episode, they better not gloss over it because it's no way in hell that everybody here, the occupants in the front, are going to be like, well, we lost all these people. We lost Kenny's month. We lost whatever. But boy, we understand you was out there trying to get that cow. And we can't even blame Boyd because Boyd went out there by himself. But we know Boyd's the leader. Stay in the house. TV Theories with the $9.99 showing us a whole lot of love. Thank you. Someone dies when the Matthews are involved. Are they cursed? Julie's next. TV Theories. I'm telling you, is that a TV theory? I'm telling you, the way that family just gets scathed over every time. Everybody around them get got. Don't none of Jim family get touched. And I have a problem with that because Tabitha or Jim should have been out of here. Oh, Lord. I thought when they took little Julie, maybe she was going, no, they brought her back. They brought her back like they love to do. Thank you so much, TV Theories. Dane C with the $2 said, let surviving multiply times outside go to his head. I mean, maybe, Boy got a little, he got the blood on. You know what I'm saying? He said he got the S on his chest. Maybe I can go out here, but y'all can't. Y'all stay inside. Like, They just follow suit. And if boys out there, we're gonna go out there, especially Kenny's mom. You know, she be trying to.
That's not the horror movie survival rules. Do not be a hero. They told y'all, do not be a hero. Look what happens when you go outside trying to be a hero. Look at you now. Look at you.
Look at you. Lawson turned out and bewildered. Thank you so much, Latoya. Latoya, for the super sticker. We definitely appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Deanne said, Chris, not Evans, Randall, surprised me by helping. Yeah, Chris, after he pulled that stunt with Donna, I wasn't fooling with him because listen, Linda. After that situation with Donna, all out there on that tree, I wasn't messing with him. But I'm glad somebody was there. Unfortunately, Jim isn't there to make sure his kids are safe, and neither is the mom. Oh, thank you, Dion, for the $2. Latoya rolled up again and said, I got 5 on it. Thank you so much, Latoya. Thank you for the super sticker. And last one down here from Downtown 296. Yet again, the totems represent cannibalistic group that Jade sees drinking from the skull. Child, what? Did I miss the cannibalistic group?
Those are the little shrunken heads that they have on the little things, and when they pass them, Jade has the visions of them drinking out of the skulls, the blood.
So, and that's what the totems represent?
That's what he said.
Well, no, I know the group that Jade sees. I didn't see anything to connect that to the totem, unless that's just a theory from Downtown 296. I'm absolutely here for it. Drop all theories in the chat. Everybody in the From needs help. Because we are 3 seasons into the From, and nobody knows what the hell is going on. Nobody knows what's going on. Thank you guys so much.
All theories welcome, because at this point, theories, please. Everything is a shot in the dark at this point. Whatever theory comes to your mind, just say it.
Put it on paper. Put it on the table. Give us what you got, because we can only give y'all so much. Don't come here for the enigma breakdowns. All right, I ain't got that. We're gonna just talk about the show. Oh, this is, tying in us trying to, break boy down. We're putting you in your place. You can barely protect yourself. You damn sure can't protect these people. You and your little false hope, trying to get the talisman and the totems and trying to, grow the garden and all of this, trying to give these people safety and security. We need chaos. We need them hopeless. I need you hopeless. I need you down on your knees in the dirt, thinking that you're in fear that you're going to die at any moment. I need you guys in fear, because I think the From is feeding on that and just feeding on all of this. Matter of fact, because we're thinking we're safe, we put the totem on the door. We in here, we locked. We turn around. The From people roll up like, yeah, what's good? Rolled up all casual, like the way that they are all, because they always are like really ominous, and they roll up like, no, they rolled up verbalizing like, how can I explain it? Because they do speak. They always speak in English and talk, like a normal person will when they're trying to entice someone to open the door. But they just rolled up like, yeah, like, what's up, my ninja? What's good? I was like, when the From start rolling like this, when y'all start popping out like this and planning something so intricate to go, like, we didn't come to kill both of you. This is torture. We came to put stock into you to let you know that you cannot protect a damn person, not even Kenny's mother. And we're gonna make you watch. They definitely didn't kill him here. What's the show with our boy? First of all, we ain't doing that. But we made him watch this death. Why did she have to die? They could have took anybody else. I just feel like this wasn't the character to take out. I really, really don't. Ashley, how did you feel about this death? Do you feel like it was necessary?
No, it wasn't necessary, but I get why they did it, right? Because we have to turn Kenny, apparently. Kenny's got to be something terrible this season. And so maybe this was required. And I think when Boyd says to them, when he's down in that cellar and he's like, well, you can save them today or you can save them tomorrow, Boyd, they're going to die, whether it's today or tomorrow. Why save these people, right? And he says in the moment, he's like, well, you're not going to get me. You're not going to get my mind. And I think they took that as their personal oath and challenge from that point. Like, oh, Boyd, you big and bad? I'm going to show you who's big and bad. You're going to be in there crying to your mama.
It was that my blood is your blood, mother sucker. That's what ticked them off. That's what did it right there. Like, oh, really? This is payback.
But yeah, I feel like this was a heartbreaking scene. You're doing so good. You're so strong. You're so strong. You're so strong. You're so strong. Shout out to
This is
Girl
heartbreaking, and
Karen,
you're
though.
laughing, Ashley. I cannot with you. It was so heartbreaking that you laughed.
I did. The second time watching it, but you're doing so like, no, she's not. She's not strong. She's not doing good. They're literally ripping her hair out from the skull. It was brutal. It was terrible. It was unnecessary. But again, I think they're wanting to see some progression in Kenny's character this season, and I don't think in a good way. And I think this may just be his tipping point. And I think this is just one more notch in their belt. Boyd hasn't had to sit bound, without the ability to fight and watch someone literally be ripped to shreds, rib cage. Like, you know what I mean? This was just another level of mental warfare for him. So I think it's going to serve two purposes in the long run.
Y'all took the sweetest. She took in Jade when he was out here acting ratchet. Mm-hmm. She's always there. She supports every single person in this community. It's not just about cooking. And then she's Kenny's anchor. You're my last link to the outside world, my last living parent. We took that away. I just wish they had took somebody else. Even if they was going to take Miss Mamas later, just don't take her the first episode. Like, Kenny has been through a whole lot. I would hate for... I don't want to see Kenny go down. Like, I just didn't think that we could take Kenny any further than he already is. Like, it's too much to me. Boy, Harold was acting his ass off. I'll say that. The acting was pushing through. Shout out to the 115 people here in this live. We definitely appreciate that. Thank you so much. Boy was acting like, because they sold it. When they took the chunk out the back of her head, I was done. We didn't even technically see anything. We just heard it and saw Boyd's expression. And it's just like, this is going to break Boyd and it's going to break Kenny, because Kenny has lost a parent. And then you have Boyd. His whole, badge of honor is to protect the people here. And if nobody's going to find a way home, that's his sole mission. He's made that his mission. I'm trying to figure it out. So the fact that he couldn't do anything and it's just not some random newbie in the from, it's Kenny's mom. Stuff is about to go downhill and I don't want to see it. Kay, do you think that Kenny's mom needed to die, and were you here for this scene? What do you think this means?
I mean, technically, we could have got somebody else. Okay, we could have got Dusty Captain America instead. Because nobody would have cared. But this was personal. This was for Boyd. Okay, Boyd don't care about old boy on the bus. They needed to get somebody because of Boyd, and this really hurt him because Kenny already mad at him anyway. He already beefing with him. He's like, I don't even want to be part of your little police crew no more. Don't call me. Don't text me no more. I don't want to be that. So he already got an attitude with him. This was personal because if they wanted Boyd, they even would have gotten him. This was personal. And the fact that they wanted him to watch them torture, not just kill her, they tortured that poor lady in front of him. Mm-hmm. This was definitely, they trying to break it down for Boyd. They said at this point, we don't care about nobody in Fromville but you. This was for you, Boyd.
I think it's pretty interesting that we would take the sweetest character in the From and strategically get her, and yet and still we have Sarah, Randall, even the other distasteful man, the bald-headed dude that accidentally stabbed Ellis, that one time at the house. It's a lot of unsavory characters left around. I think something is afoot. Even the From is froming, but I think things have been like really strategic up until this point, and we're building something and plotting for not just chaos because we're all at each other's throats because supplies and food are low. Like, no, people are going to start picking sides, and some stuff is going to pop off. It's not going to be kumbaya too much longer. But because why? We could have took anybody, but we took her. Yeah, so something's going to be bad. I just hope that we don't have Kenny go too much off the deep end like he did when the dad passed, because he was over it. He had gave Boyd that little badge. And then yet again, just like with the dad, Boyd, you just happened, like you were physically there. You're in the room. You watched her die. And Boyd better not keep it a secret either, because he be keeping secrets. And I'm going to say a little bit, but not the whole thing. He better tell Kenny outright exactly what happened and what he saw and that he was present for it. Don't go around the mulberry bush with this whole situation. Oh, Lord. But I just wanted to take a pause for the cause for Kenny, because why y'all got to do this to Kenny? He ain't never did nothing. They're trying to treat Kenny like Glenn in The Walking Dead. Can y'all please? Can y'all?
Well, please? At least Glenn had love. Kenny ain't even got no girl no more.
was going to say that she don't even want to lay down with Kenny. Kenny at least was trying to, lay up with the nurse. they be nursing the people to health, and she didn't even want Kenny like that. Like, Lord. Thank you so much, Dane C. Tyra, your reaction is what I don't care that it's not even just. I could have took Kenny's mom, Miss Chin, if we would have got outside or got a hold to her in a different way. The fact that she died trying to herd cows and help Boyd I just didn't like the way that it went out. But if it would have just went better, the livestock didn't do it for me. I'm sorry. It didn't do enough that we was all outside trying to herd the cows. It just didn't. It just absolutely didn't. But okay, we are coming to the end here. Kenny, stay strong, my brother. Stay strong. Hey, what do you think is going to happen next? And what are you expecting in episode 2?
Renesmee is going to run rampant in that lady. Okay, I feel like this is going to be, again, because this is not a baby. Whatever's happened is going to be in an accelerated rate. Okay, she's going to be disintegrating really fast. And again, it better not be no little gray people running the show back then. I don't want to see no aliens popping out. I'm gonna be so done with this show. I'm rooting for you, Boyd. I don't want Kenny to come back and take it out on Boyd because nobody told you to leave, Kenny. Nobody told you to leave. You should have been there, Kenny. Kenny is gonna be a villain.
Oh my God, they killed Kenny, not Kenny.
Kenny about to turn. This is villain origin story. And I feel like we are still not going to get any closer to the answers and the truth that we need yet again, because all we ended up was doing was getting more confused, because now we still really just we don't know anything we didn't know before.
Okay,
but I'm gonna keep watching.
This is why I love the chat. The fact that y'all remembered that sorry mullet haircut. The way that mullet had pissed me off, y'all. When I saw the haircut that's on what is her name? The little mama who's the nurse. Like, because I think we end off with the girlfriend cutting the hair and, I need a fresh start. I've been through so much in the from. I'm happy to see you. I still do hair cut. Who gave her that mullet and why? That was such a sad choice. I don't like that.
That was unnecessary.
It pissed me off. I was mad at that. Thank y'all for reminding me of how upset I was about that. You know what? Look at here. If you just trying to be a member of the channel, TV Theories, just say that. You try to be outside. Thank you so much, TV Theories.
Yeah, TV Theories, you showing out. Come in here with your theories and stuff. Just come in all the way in here, TV Theories.
I thought the producers initially used indigenous mythology, but my research on those stats were not widely discussed. Let's see. What I will say is Blair Witch. The Blair Witch movie, are we gonna go there with the front? I
don't need to be more confused than I already am.
I am. Like, I just want them to give us something. I cannot in good faith connect anything to the Blair. I don't want to connect anything to the Blair Witch, but I just want some legitimate, just a few breadcrumbs. They don't have to give it all to us. We know that they can't, because then the show's over. I just need something. I don't want them having all these characters this season, because we do have a lot of them running around rampant, trying to confuse us in the from and still make it narratively make sense. Because this first episode has me nervous about where they're going if we're doing shock value stuff so early on in the season. I don't know. Or not doing it correctly, because we could have got out there without the livestock. Thank you so much, TV Theories. I definitely appreciate it. Ashley, what are you expecting in the next episode?
I agree with Kate. No answers. No more answers. I expect Tabitha to piss me off. I expect Jim to do something else dumb. I expect Ethan to be left alone. As far as Boyd is concerned, I think he's going to be slipping into darkness. I think we are going to see his gradual descent into further madness the next episode, because he's going to be bearing the brunt of this. He's going to put this on his back, and he's going to wear this guilt and this shame around. I'm most excited to see what's going to happen between he and Kenny. I really want to see Kenny's reaction to this travesty. And I think we might get some answers about the food shortage. I think we might discover something new about that. Also, Fatima's pregnancy. I want to see what the creature is. Maybe we'll get some greater insight
That
into
ain't
that.
no pregnancy. That's an infestation.
I feel like we're gonna go off into Miss Fatima steady concealing what's going on with her and not verbalizing it to anybody, and nobody's gonna know anything until it's like really, really bad. At this point, everybody's just gonna be walking around like, oh, she's just having pregnancy woes and morning sickness. Meanwhile, she looks like a zombie. Please let's not let it get that far. Let's not let it get that far before we do something. Jim is gonna be running around doing Jim stuff, being annoying and probably sulking because he misses it. Naturally so, but don't leave them children again. They almost died. They almost died last night. Don't leave your children again, Jim. Please and thank you. Because boy be keeping secrets. Boy better not tell Kenny that he was there with the mom. Because Kenny's going to come back. And it's just going to be like, okay, well, yeah, how did she die? Where was she? What? Say everything, period. Let me think. What am I? Freaking Tabitha here. I want Tabitha to open her mouth and verbalize in the best way that she can to that man and get us some answers out there in the universe. Get you out there in the world. You use free. Get us some answers, Tabitha. Get us something useful and do it in the best way. That I'm not expecting her to be perfect because this is not a perfect situation, but I do want her to verbalize something with Victor's father the correct way, because Victor's father looks very shifty and I'm concerned with where that could go. And she's out there, she's alone, she's unprotected. I don't know. But yeah, I'm still expecting I'm expecting a whole lot of slow singing and flower bringing next episode for Miss Chen. I feel like it's going to be a sad affair for what she meant to the community. And, you know, it's going to be really sad for, of all people, Kenny, Donna, like these are staples. No matter who's, you know, losing life, we know Miss Chen, Donna, and Boyd are always here. We are slowly losing, you know, like all of our top people. R.I.P. to Miss Chen. Y'all, that is all of episode 1. All of episode 1. And I am excited to get into the rest of the show with you guys and everybody here on the panel. Like we said before, shout out to the 120 people in here. We most definitely appreciate that, right? Be sure to drop down there in those comments and let me know not only what you guys thought about this episode, but how did you feel about the loss of Miss Chen? Do you feel like it could have been executed differently? Do you feel like it was necessary? Do you feel like it was for shock value? And let me know what you thought about that livestock. Do you feel like there could have been a more creative way to get us outside? Do you feel like Boyd should have went out there to collect that livestock, or he should have stayed his behind in the house? The people would love to know. Kay, I'm going to come to you first to let the people know what you got coming up over there on your channel, what you maybe have just recently posted, and what they can look forward to us, you know, in the future. Because we always hear. Go ahead, Kay.
It is definitely spooky season. So on the channel right now, hit that subscribe button. The people, horror people, Halloween people, it's time to go in, time to turn all the way up. Right now, there's a trailer reaction for Mr. Crockett. There's a list of what to watch this coming October. I just released a trailer reaction for Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler's new horror movie that comes out this next March. Interview with Harold Perrineau from if you like From on the channel right now, you will see an interview from Harold Perrineau himself talking about this season, his thoughts on the season, what he could tell us about this season. Go run that interview up. He's a really nice person, y'all. I enjoy talking to him. We have movie night tomorrow. Members only. Hit the members only on the channels. Y'all don't want to miss movie night with us, okay? We have to do this in the membership behind the paywall because we want to be ourselves and be comfortable. So y'all got to be in the membership for that. We got also, I'm doing a review of Penguin, by the way. I'm a big Batman fan. I got to talk about it. Aaron Hernandez, we have this week. Reasonable Doubt Friday. Saturday is for horror. Killer Con horror panel, and then Grotesquerie, which is taking the place of American Horror Story this year. Y'all want to be here. It is spooky season. I'm about to go crazy as usual, but you know, around this time I do a little extra stuff. So please hit that sub button and think about the memberships because we have a lot of fun behind the paywall.
She said, think about that. Have you finished those errands? Think about that. Y'all don't leave too soon. I'm going to end off the video, the live with the video of our weekly TV guide schedule. It will let you know everything that we have coming up in the week in the day that those lives drop. So be on the lookout for that. Don't leave too soon. Check out the weekly TV guide. Ashley, let the people know what you have over there on This Week Perspective. And she's muted.
Have mercy. I be trying to keep it cute. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. First and foremost, we appreciate you. We didn't expect this turnout on the first night of From. So thank y'all so much for being here. But on the channel, you'll find my individual recap for From season 3, episode 1. You'll see the Menendez review, How to Die Alone, Into the Fire, a Netflix documentary, and so many more uploads. But tomorrow night, if you join the membership, we're having a watch along for Imitation of Life. Friday, we're having an all-member watch or all-subscriber watch along for 3 Women. And Kay broke it down, the rest of the schedule. If you're not subscribed to everyone on the panel, please go ahead and do that. Hit that notification bell and be sure to check that community tab, baby, because we put something out every single day. Thank you.
Y'all heard what the lady said. Please make sure that you are subscribed to everybody here, because there are some things that are solo, like me hosting Rotisserie or the Aaron Hernandez situation, but there are plenty of things here that we will be rotating from, like From, or like our Insecure Mondays and everything else that are on the weekly TV guide schedule. So to make sure that you are present, because I'm doing From right now, but Ashley may be doing and hosting From next week. So to make sure that you get your notification for if and when she's hosting, please have those notifications on, and please make sure you are subscribed to her channel as well as mine, as well as Kay with the Slice of Horror. We will most definitely appreciate that. We most definitely appreciate you guys tonight, and we hope that you guys have a great one. Check out this TV guide, and we will definitely see you guys tomorrow for the Imitation of Life watch along. Have your tissues out, because I will definitely have mine. Good night, y'all.